Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to my art stream on this snowed-in Saturday. What's the weather like where you are? Okay. So I guess I'm going to pick up from where I left off here. Just the highlights layer, shadows, okay. Again. I guess I want to know how you guys are doing. How is your weekend? I had an interesting Friday, having to do the show by myself. But I guess I handled it all right. Have to shovel that shit eventually. Where are you in the city? I mean, in the country. Okay. Like Midwest, West, South. I'm curious. For some reason I thought you were like in the South, or maybe like the, yeah, like the South, like the Bible Belt or something. Either that or New York. Michigan. Oh, okay. Yeah, we shoveled this morning, but we're probably gonna have to shovel again. So, I saw people were criticizing my weeb music. I was trying to find something to play and I didn't have a lot of time, so I was already running late. So I dug into my, old animes I used to watch when I was a teenager, and that was basically from that. That's from my I just found anime and it's the best thing ever phase. And I used to watch a show called Ranma 1/2. And sorry, I got a control Z. Anyway, Ranma was my shit when I was younger. But that's what that was. All right. So I guess I'm gonna put on some super highlights, the highest of highlights on the skin layer, and then I will move on from there. So that's not light enough. I guess I'm gonna be like almost white here. That's for later. All right. So, any news? Today I learned that as many as 117 migrants could be dead after their dinghy capsized. 3 survivors of the incident say 120 people were aboard the boat when it departed from Libya. More than 100 migrants die at sea in wreck off Libya. I wonder how they're gonna spin this. I guess we should have just let them in. If we'd have just let them in, nobody would have died. Oh shit. Shouldn't have been on the boat to begin with. Yeah, I don't know. That's not I'm guessing the New York Times is gonna have some hot takes on this. sell them boats. Yeah, sounds like we need a capitalist intervention. All right. Crackers is the devil will be the take. Absolutely. All right, so let's add some shadow to the clothing layer. And move on to the next bit. I'll come back to the skin after I'm done with the other stuff and see if it needs attention like that. Let's go with the darkest shadows there are, which are also going to be the least saturated, and paint those in and go from there. So we don't need more third world migrants. What we need is incentive to incentivize people to have more kids economically and stop demonizing men for being men. Yeah, it's almost like that's part of the plan. So, what else is going on? Baby Hitler, I guess, was a thing for a while there. My wife and I were talking about it. What's the deal with that? What do you guys think? I know the story. I think it's pretty funny. Better save, huh? I'm gonna save now. I'm gonna make a prediction. You guys think the Gillette ad is bad? When the Super Bowl comes, we're gonna see a lot more of that. There's gonna be at least a couple of anti-male commercials in there, or commercials that are gonna ask them to do better, or something. And Gillette's not gonna lose that much money. It's gonna be like Nike. They're gonna lose. It's gonna go down for a bit, and then it's gonna go up. That's what I think. Your voice volume is a little low compared to the music. Speak up. Okay. I'll raise it up. Did you guys hear what I said, or should I repeat myself? I don't watch sports, so I don't see any ads. There are so many good men who aren't in the top 15%. Yeah, but those men are not. They're not in the. They're not in the top 15%, which means they're not worthy of talking about. Any of you that are young, don't have kids, move far away. Only way to be sure you're not blood related to a girl that you meet. You. Removing baby Adolf from his environment would change how things turned out. Yeah. Also, maybe not having World War I. I think that World War II is just like it's just a follow-up to World War I, like a sequel. So if there was no World War II, World War I, there probably wouldn't have been a World War II, and there wouldn't have been a Hitler. Let's see. Lee just said Article 11 and 13 canceled. Really? So you guys have freedom back on the internet? That's good news. How? Nick Monroe apparently had info about it. That's good. Good news. You guys can, hopefully you'll be able to meme. Memeing to save the West. Alright, so there's the darkest shadows. Now I'll put in the lightest lights. It's not going to be PVC or anything like that. I'm going to smooth it out. I don't think it's anywhere else, so let's go ahead and blend it, I guess. All right. There are 12 people in this chat, and they all took DNA tests. 4 of them would find out that their dad was not their dad. So those people do not know who their sisters are. Hitler was essentially the mouthpiece that propelled the Nazi Party into popularity. Without him, they might not have gained the traction that they needed to take power. I went to high school with a chick who really wanted, you know, I thank God I didn't do anything with her or to her that she wanted. Was related, second cousin. Whew. Crisis averted. Yeah, you just don't know. You don't know. You could just like mess around outside your race and then you know for sure you're gonna be safe. It's another option. Oh, the AMA made a resolution that was unethical to reveal the inbreeding to affected persons, but everyone who doesn't understand the situation assumed they were talking about paternity fraud. My first girlfriend was Korean, my next was Mexican and Colombian. Wow, somebody likes the Asian persuasion. Well, like I said, that's an option. World War II Germany could have ended in mass starvation and death if its populace instead of a Holocaust and war. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, if we didn't have a World War I, that probably would have been the best. We want that to be I think that would have been the best outcome. Because it was basically like how the results of the World War I is basically like how we ended up in a situation where World War II was even possible. And I think that we're still dealing with the aftermath of World War II. I think the Vietnam War, the Korean War, the Cold War, those are all basically just like reactions to the results of, or the consequence of, World War II and World War I by extension. So the First World War basically is still, the ripples of that are still being felt today, you know. And if the First World War hadn't happened as a result of the assassination of Franz Ferdinand and You know, I think it would have just. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna save again. I think it would have just. It could have just happened in another way, because the Industrial Revolution, I think that could be, or could have been the catalyst for other problems like the rise of communism. And I think the rise of communism is directly related to the Industrial Revolution and all of those successes thereof, and also related to the rise of feminism too. So, I mean, it's one of those things that we were going to have to deal with no matter what, but that's what I think. You mean every war since we established our economy on wartime preparedness and after the Federal Reserve became our Lord and Savior? The inbreeding is... Okay, you guys are having multiple conversations at the same time. Yeah, the First World War didn't have to happen, Iratami. It was just really stupid. And I think it's true. I think that's why we're still feeling the impact now. But I think that we would have had to have dealt with the Soviets at some point. And I know that that's not really related to World War I, but that was happening. You know, that was going on regardless. I think the Nazis are basically a side effect of... They're not a catalyst. They're a side effect. And I think people's need to focus on them might be... well, I mean, obviously it's dumb because there aren't really any Nazis. Not really. But also, it's a distraction because you're not learning from the past. If you just talk about Nazi Germany, you're not really looking at the past, because you got to look at what the conditions were of Germany to have a Nazi Germany. And I think a lot of people don't really want to look at it too closely. You know, they just want to start from Nazis bad. Okay, so let's do a middle ground shadow, maybe here, slightly cooler. Brush. Wait. No, Howard, it's okay. Don't worry about it. The inbreeding thing is... I get it. It's a good conversation, too. Dudley Do Right. Nazi Germany was a direct result of the punitive conditions of the Versailles Treaty. Yes, exactly. It wasn't just like, it wasn't Germany's defeat. It was basically how we left them afterwards, and the economic damage that war did. So yeah, the war was stupid. It was expensive, as wars ought to be. It cost us a lot of lives, and on top of all that, when the dust settled, Germany didn't just lose, but we screwed them afterwards. We screwed them hard, and their people were suffering, and they were desperate, and that's why the condition was perfect for the Nazis, the National Socialists. The National Socialist Party. I don't know what's up with this song, guys. I'm sorry. I have regrets. Prawn music, softcore, Showtime, you know, Pamela Anderson is music, Savage Beach 5. This, let's see, hold on. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, she's popping. This artist is Time Cop 1983. I guess this is a person who creates synth and retro wave music. Time Cop 1983. So this is like the reason why it sounds like that. National Socialist German Workers' Party, yeah. Howard says, I didn't have sex with a condom once or twice. Oh, I did have sex with a condom once or twice in my teens. Didn't like it. So are you the pull-out king? Or do you just like to live dangerously? Okay, let's go with something a little bit lighter, but not quite highlight. No, I like kids. I have no issue with getting a girl pregnant. The more the merrier. Kids are a blessing. Whoa. Who else jog in chat? John Howard, the pull-out king. Or you're just spreading your seed. Typical male. Ugh, men, am I right? Okay, so while I was doing this, I heard from Clownfish TV. They're open to coming on and talking to me. So it's 12:58. I'm gonna go for about 5 more minutes. I know I started a little bit late, but I got a lot to do today, so I don't want this to drag on for too long. So yeah, we're going to. Gonna try to, you know, talk with the folks at Clownfish TV. Maybe I'll do a show with them on Monday. I don't know yet because I actually want to get this psychologist on, and he originally said he would be willing to come on, but I have to coordinate with him. We're gonna be talking about the APA. save. Break out the dolls with brushable hair. What? Oh, haha. Welcome, wholesome chat with clownfish. Walk or sprint? Really? It says it's bad? Oh, that's on another layer. This stuff should be... drawing the painting the zipper. She's coming together. Starting to come together. Let's see. What's this? It's the hair. Let's do the highlights on that too. Or the lighter parts rather. It's gonna look sloppy, but my teeth remind me of the dolls in Barbarella. Okay. I still have a long way to go, but let's take a look. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. Okay. So there's where I am with Badger Chan right now. What do you guys think? Give this video a like. I still have a ways to go. I might do some more like modeling of the clothing, but I think what I'm gonna do probably is move on to the fur and the white parts. That's gonna take some time, and I'm also gonna remove these lines that I used to draw the fur, because the lines are not gonna be part of the final drawing. I'm gonna do some line work on top of that. Then I'm gonna do her hair and the pads on the gloves, and then the face details, and then the background, and any like special things I want to add on. I don't know. Like I'm thinking about, well, I don't know. I haven't decided, but still adding stuff to her. So, all right, Deadly Do Right likes it. Ear Tommy likes it, digs it. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I want to thank you guys for coming on the show, and yeah, I'll pick this up tomorrow, I guess, and give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit the bell for notifications and leave me a comment. I appreciate all of those things. And with that said, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the Comicsgate Art Stream. Have a great rest of your day. Stay warm.